thank you so much for joining me. Today, I wanted to share a gift guide that will give you some ideas for your friends and family that you'll be buying Christmas gifts for this season. So I'm gonna go as quickly as possible, and I will cover the categories of gifts for her, gifts for him, gifts for your doggie or for somebody else's doggie, and gifts for home, or possibly could be unisex items. Please stick with me, and if you have additions of what might make a great gift this year, please add them below in the comments. If you have questions, add those below. I would love to hear from you, so please share your thoughts with me. Joining me today is Archie, and he has been very rambunctious this morning, so you'll be hearing a lot from him, I'm sure. So let me get started with gifts for him. And I had to make a list because I am afraid I will forget something. I did sit down with my husband to develop this list. It has 22 items on it. I'm only going to be sharing the top 10 here, but I will probably over on my blog put the other items. So be sure and check over there. I will be linking below any of the items that I mentioned. If I can find a link, I'll put that. Otherwise, I'll put what the product was so that you can do a little research and see if you can find it on the internet or locally to you. Also, I wanted to mention that I have a video that I will link in the cards for gifts that are disposable or experiential. So please check that out because it may provide you some inspiration outside of what I provide today. On my blog, I also from years past have some pretty healthy list of options as well, but let me get going. Gifts for men. And at the top of the list is something my husband, works outside the home. He is back to traveling. He has meetings with colleagues and vendors. And so he is somebody who has to look nice in his clothes, even if it's for a Zoom meeting. So he has discovered a couple of companies that he really likes. But the first company I wanted to mention is called Proper Cloth, and they do custom men's shirts. And let me tell you, you can pick every single detail. And the reason that's so important is, what you find on the rack fits most body types. But in the case of my husband, his arms are just a tad bit longer than when he gets his neck to fit, and because of the shape of his back, it helps if he has a bit of give back there that not all shirts have, or have it where it's needed. So he can really tailor the shirt to colors he wants or fabrics he wants or exactly his fit. And what happens is they get you to measure and tell them what you want. They'll do a sample shirt, send it to you. You give them feedback on what fits, what doesn't, send them pictures. And then from there on out, they know what you like. So you can change your fabrics or add a gusset in the back or remove it or make it, with a pocket or without a pocket. There's just monogram, no monogram. The possibilities are endless, and they do a really nice job. Pretty quick turnaround. It is, I'm gonna say it's expensive, but it's really not as expensive as you might think. So that would be a good option if your guy likes to have something different or custom or unusual or has some fitting issues. The other company that my husband's just started using, and I'm gonna say it's custom, but it may not be as custom as Proper Cloth. You might just wanna do a little research on that, but it's called Paul Frederick, and they have a lot of unusual fabrics and fabric combinations you can get, and it too makes for some lovely, unique shirt options. So that's another one to check out. Next up is a smoker. And again, this might be a guy or a girl gift, but I know in particular, I think my husband's gonna enjoy this, but don't tell him Hopefully he's not watching this. Some people are smoking cocktails. Some people are smoking meat for their charcuterie board or cheeses for their charcuterie board. So there's lots of reasons to have a small indoor smoker. Now I know if you're smoking, you know, a turkey dinner and all the trimmings for your family, you're gonna want a big outdoor smoker, but these little smokers, you just use them in the house and you can add different flavors of wood. You can smoke as little or as much as you want. You know, you can smoke your cocktail, your wine, just whatever you want to experiment with, give it a go. The one that I got, I believe it's called Fog Hat. And they have lots of different kits, lots of different options, depending on what you want to smoke or your gift recipient would be wanting to smoke. I got mine off Amazon and I bought it based on the recommendation of a friend's boyfriend. So he'd been using it and real happy with it. There are different price points depending on what kind of kit you get. So that might be a good one to look for locally or check out Amazon. If you think your recipient might enjoy smoking some food or beverages. Number 3 on my list is cologne, and that's the sort of thing that sometimes some men don't think to buy for themselves, but if it were presented and they liked it, they would definitely wear it. And of course, if you are around the man that you're giving it to much, then you'll be benefiting from the great smells as well. So one of mine and my husband's favorite for him to wear is called Spice Balm, and it's by Viktor and Rolf. And y'all, this stuff is so good. It is described as warm spice scents, which is perfect for winter. But I gotta tell you, I love this stuff so much that I like to, not do that. I like to smell it all year round. So it comes in a little package that looks like a balm. I know this time of year they do make gift sets usually, and this is just a really nice treat for somebody. So Spice Balm is an option. Another option that my husband says he particularly likes is by Creed, and it's Green Irish Tweed. A couple for you to check out and see if you think your guy would like them as well. Next on the list is a personal Thermacell, which are those bug fogger, deflector things. And I know that we like to use them when we're sitting outdoors, watching the sunset, or at the beach. But if your guy is a hunter or fisherman, he'll surely enjoy it as well, just because none of us want to have bugs on us when we're outside. So that's a good one. You can get different price points. They come with little refill packs. You can, that's a gift that can keep on giving. Maybe at birthday time, you might want to get him some refills. So again, I will have links below for things, or at least the name of the product, so you can look for them yourself. And next up is a key organizer. And this is something my husband just mentioned he would like as well. He bought them for the boys a couple of years ago, but just a little metal kind of clip you can put your keys on, then they fold into the outside so that it just keeps your keys more compact in your pockets, and there's not like a big key ring with keys going everywhere. So that is a good one. Might make it for a great stocking stuffer or just a little treat for somebody this Christmas holiday. Next on my list is skincare. Now, we may not be thinking of skincare when we think of gift giving to guys, but I think if you're a woman in particular, you're used to picking good skincare for yourself, so that's easily transferable knowledge that you can pick some good skincare for a guy. The thing about it is, guys may not know what to look for. They may be hesitant to go out and ask, and I feel like it's something that if they had it on their you know, nightstand they would be sure and use, but they may not go pursue it themselves. So for all of us, man, woman, child, it doesn't matter. We have to have some good SPF to really protect our skin. So if I were to look for a good skincare for my husband to start out, I would definitely be looking for something that had some SPF in it. That would be the direction I would go, but I think a good skincare would be something they would appreciate and something they might not feel comfortable buying for themselves. Next up is a great kitchen knife. Now, obviously this is something a guy or girl could use, but I know I like to use a 5-inch Sutuco knife, and for my husband, probably an 8-inch is gonna fit better in his hand. So even though it may be the same knife, a difference of size might be a little more comfortable. I have a small hand, my husband has a bigger hand, and it just would probably be more comfortable for him. Now, there are other things you can get, maybe a local custom-made knife, or a knife with a really neat handle, maybe his initials engraved or etched into the handle. But this is something that if he likes to grill outdoors, he would probably enjoy, or if he likes to cook indoors too, he would probably enjoy a really good knife that's his knife that he can take care of. And let me tell you, if you buy a good knife, it will last for years. My personal favorite is the Wusthof brand. The collection I have had for probably 15 or 20 years, and they're in great condition because I take good care of them. So a good chef's knife or Sutuco knife would be something that would be well appreciated, I'm sure. Next up is a Valet, and this is just a small wooden Valet. I have some coins and a ring on it just for example, but this one is just a nice wood that can sit on top of a nightstand or on top of a dresser. And it's a good place to put your keys and your jewelry and change, just so that it's all has a place in the bedroom, and the guy in your life knows where he can grab those things that go in his pockets, and where he can also empty his pockets when he comes home at night. You can get them personalized like this one is. I don't remember where I got this one, but I know my husband got them for the boys a few years ago, and I think he got them from Mark and Graham. The ones he got were wood and stone, so lots of great options out there, and something again that would last for a lifetime and get a lot of use, I'm sure. Number 9 on my list for men is a manicure set. Now I know, kind of like skincare, that's probably something that may not be on a guy's wish list, but I'm sure if it's something that was given to them, it would be something well used and appreciated. And if you get a good quality one, again, it's gonna last a lifetime. And the kind I'm thinking about are the kind in the portfolio with a zipper around the edge that has nail clippers and cuticle pushers and nail files and all the things that, whether you're a guy or a girl, you really do need to keep your hands in good shape. And to go along with that would be also a good hand lotion that has no scent. And when I'm talking about a good one, I'm talking about something that feels good, that sinks into the skin, that's not greasy or oily. It's just something that really protects and repairs any damage done during the winter, or that was Archie hitting the camera stand. But this is one that I am really enjoying. It's called Guerlain, which I'm probably mispronouncing, but it says it moisturizes, protects, and easily absorbs. And I feel all of that is true. It is unscented. It's not colored or glittered. It's just a really, really good product that I think would be much appreciated. And last on my list is a personal groomer. This is something that my husband bought himself recently and has really fallen in love. It is a wet or dry groomer by Meridian. It comes in this beautiful sage color. And he has enjoyed it because he can just leave it in the shower and use it real quickly. He also mentioned that it would be good for couples. Just leave it in the shower and either one could use it. It's rechargeable and he feels like it's powerful enough to, trim whatever he needs trim, back of the neck, sideburns, whatever it may be. So this is not a brand I'm familiar with, but he is really enjoying it. So that might be an option. So that is it for guys. For girls, here is my top 10 on this list. And this list had 31 items on it. So here you go. My very first top one is something I bought for myself 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that is these gorgeous Bionic house shoes. I am loving them. They are a kind of Sherpa outer with this beautiful caramel trim. And then the footbed is a little more silky. I'm not sure, probably something fake. Almost feels like a rabbit's fur, but it's not. The bottoms are a nice rubbery texture, so you don't have to worry about falling or tripping. And they are very warm, but the very best part of these is this high arch that really does feel good as you walk around the house, just to massage that arch and support it. So I believe Bionic has a wide range of sizes. I believe they have house shoes for men and for women. And I do think that's something that the recipient would get a lot of wear out of. They are a little bit more expensive, but as I mentioned, they are also good for your feet, so it is well worth it. And I don't know about you, but I'm spending more time in my house these days, and so I'm wearing my house shoes longer. So it's, important to have good house shoes while you're spending all that time walking around your house in them. Next on my list is a really good lip balm, and these might be stocking fillers. I have lots of different price points for you, so I'll start at the most economical. And the balms that I like are usually going to be lanolin based, because lanolin is very close to our skin's moisture. It protects from wind, it soothes, it moisturizes. It's great for chapped lips, but it's also great for preventing chapped lips. If my hands get chapped, especially if I've been doing a lot of dishes, they might get a little dry and even crack. I use lanolin. This is just good stuff. Now this tub is by Now Solutions, and I believe it is about $10 or $12 on Amazon. I'm sure you could find it locally at a big box store or a drugstore, but I keep this around. I've had it probably for a year or two, and I haven't really made that big of a dent in it. But I do take a little bit and put in a small pot and keep in my purse, and then just use a clean finger to put it on my lips when I'm out and about. No color, no scent, and I love this stuff. I'm addicted. I wear it at night. When I go to sleep, it's still on my lips in the morning. It's just a really good, calming, soothing lip balm. But next up on the scale of prices are these by Lanolips. And I know I've mentioned these two products before. This is what my original Lanolips was. It sells out quite quickly. I believe I got this at Nordstrom. Comes in this little tube that's convenient to use in your purse, because you don't have to use your finger. You just can apply it with that tip if you want. This one has some tint in it, but it's not a lot of tint. It really doesn't show up that much on my lips because I chose something kind of close to my lips. But again, it's got a lot of lanolin in it, so it feels good and provides the same effects. I believe a tube like this might be $12. I'm not sure. And it is 0.44 ounce, whereas the big tub of lanolin was 7 ounces. But this is convenient. And again, if your recipient probably isn't going to want to use a fingertip when they're out and about, This is a good one for purse usage. That same company is also just done a line with a clothing brand called Zimmerman, and I've mentioned this before also on my channel. This is the Baby Rolls Gold, and it is beautiful. I've been applying it with a lip brush. It's just a really pretty color, similar to the packaging. It comes in 3 different colors. The other one is rose gold, which is a little darker color, and then there is like a goldy bronze color, which is also beautiful, but not a color I can wear. But those would make great stocking stuffers or gifts. This one, I believe, the one that's the partnership with Zimmerman, is $17. So then my last option for you, which is more expensive, is by a French company called By Terry. I am not sure if it actually has lanolin in it, but it is very close in feel to the lanolin products. So I don't mind recommending it because I've used them, and they don't have the exact same lasting power as the lanolin, but like I said, they're very close, and they are, to me, a bit of a treat. They're much more expensive. This tiny little pot, which is called Balm de Rose Lip Care. It smells of roses, and it's just a very light scent. Oh, love that stuff. You can see it's just creamy and smooth and just a pale pink that goes on clear. And then it has to use a brush or a finger, but if somebody might not, like I said, want to do that sort of thing, this is one I've thrown in my purse several times, and I'm almost out of it, but it is the liquid version that comes with a doe foot applicator, so it's real convenient. It too smells of roses and just a little thinner consistency, so again, it wouldn't stay as long as this one on the lips, but it is hydrating, moisturizing, wind protecting, all the things that we need on our lips all year round, but especially at winter time. So definitely I would think that any age woman would enjoy those for sure. Even if you've got picky teenagers, those are going to be things that they will enjoy. If you have folks in your life who have lip issues, who gets chapped lips or chapped hands, especially this lanolin tub is going to be a welcome find for them if they haven't already found it. You can go buy other brands, other kinds, but these are, to me, the most effective and kind of, as far as quality, top of the line items. I believe this little pot might be $60, but a lot of times they will have a discount. I think they have a discount going on right now. So check out their website or other websites. They may even be at Nordstrom now, I'm not sure, but it is one of their top selling products, and so it's top selling for a reason. Next up is something I got a few years back that I use every single day, and that is a locking jewelry box. Now, again, there's all different price points, all different sizes, you know, depending on what the person receiving this, what kinds of jewelry they have. If they only have rings, well then get one that has lots of ring space. I have rings, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and pins. I love brooches. So the one that I was given, which I believe was from Pottery Barn, it accommodated all that and just comes with a little key so that you can lock it. So I highly recommend that. That is something that becomes very useful and something that lasts forever and would be appreciated for a very long time. Next on my list is a clothing cover, like a zipping clothing case. You can buy big ones for airplanes, but I'm thinking we're probably all doing a bit more car travel and a bit more overnight stay sorts of things. So I like more the cloth kind with just a simple zip up the front or zip up the side. I made one a few years ago that I've used, well, I've probably used for 15 years now, and it's time for me to get a new one. I just saw some in a store in Waco that were really beautiful florals, so I'll pop in some options below so you can see those. But that would be something perfect for a special dress that they keep in their closet, that they use the cover more as a dust cover. They don't want to get it dirty, but it would also be great for travel, just as a convenience. Another item is personalized stationery. You know, we tend to send so many emails and so many texts when we're saying thank you to somebody, and it really still means a lot, I think, for folks to get a handwritten note or letter or card. Stationery wardrobe, it can be professional, it can be personal, it can have an address on it, initials, florals, whatever's important to the gift recipient that you're giving it to. And then that's a gift, again, that's like a disposable, because it's not something they're gonna keep around the house forever. It's something they're gonna use and pass on and share with other people. Another great gift for a woman, if she has longer hair, would be these silk hair ties. They're like the scrunchies that we used to use back in the day, except for they're silk. You can get small, thin ones like this, which is what I like, or you can still get the big scrunchy kind. This is something you can get online, this brand. You can probably also get it locally, but there's also other kinds that you can find online and locally as well. Doesn't have to be this brand. I do like the silk ones because I do think it's easier on your hair, but find some pretty colors that are in colors that your gift recipient likes to wear or likes to have around her face. They make a great stocking stuffer. You can get them in packs of different colors. Always a good appreciated gift for the woman on your list of any age. Another category for women that I have given and has been an appreciated gift, and I've given myself and been appreciative of it, and that is, I love Simple Human makeup mirrors, lighted makeup mirrors. They are motion activated, and I have two that I use. The smaller one, I actually will pack up and travel with it. The smaller one is like a 10 times magnification, and as I have gotten older, and you know, you don't put your glasses on while you're putting your makeup on, so the only way you're actually going to be able to see the detail and get your eyeliner just right is by using a magnifying mirror. So I do like the brand Simple Human. They're good quality. They've lasted me for years. The 10 times is a small one. It folds up, it has a case, and it's great to travel with, as I mentioned. And then the other one is, I believe, a 5-time magnification. It's a larger mirror. So for it, I use it when I'm doing my overall face makeup and, you know, want to make sure both sides are even. This small one is great for detail. So when I travel, I use the small one because there's always going to be a large mirror there in the bathroom, but there's not going to be a good magnifying mirror most of the time. And the light really helps. The light is adjustable. Now the newer mirror I just got is by Rickie Loves Rickie, I believe is the name. And it's a nice big square lighted mirror, and it has a magnifying mirror that just is magnetically can be put onto the front. And so that's a good one. It's lightweight. It would be easy to travel with, although it's very flat, but bigger. But a couple of good options. And again, it's something that gets used every single day and is good for all ages. A bit of a luxury item. This next one is something that would be a true splurge, be a set of silk pajamas. So silk is a textile that is known for being warm and also being cool. so it would be great for all year round. But a good pair of silk pajamas would be something that would hold up forever. Silk is also a fiber that is known for its strength and durability. Now, a lot of women aren't going to buy themselves silk pajamas. That's where, as a gift giver, if you were to invest in some silk pajamas for them, it would be a real splurge that they would get to enjoy for years and years to come and keep thinking of you and the gift that you gave them. Next on my list is a iced face roller, and this is just something I got on Amazon. I keep it in my freezer. The roller actually has a gel in it that freezes, and so in the morning or at night, you can just roll it over your face and it feels so good. A little bit of a headache or a little tension or sinus, it just soothes the skin, wakes up your face, wakes you up since it's cold. It's just very calming and I love it. So it's great for everyday use, but I tend to forget to grab it until I get up and just don't feel that great. And that's when I grab my ice roller and it really feels just wonderful. I even roll it down my neck. Oh, just feels good just having that cool roller near my skin but not even touching it. So this is a good one. Again, something folks may not think of buying for themselves. It's great as a stocking stuffer because it's not that expensive, and I can link it below for you, or look around locally and see if you can find one local. So last on my list for women are these reusable face rounds. They can be used in place of a washcloth or in place of a cotton ball or cotton pad to remove your makeup, and they just feel really good on your skin. This first one is by Blinka Basics, and it is the same thing or similar to a face halo. You just add water, use it on your face, and it removes most of your makeup, if not all. So it's a good way for a gentle exfoliation and for makeup removal. I use them in the morning just before to wash my face. Again, because of the exfoliation factor, and you throw them after you've used them. You can use them, I use them a couple of times anyway, just rinse them out in the sink, but then throw them in the clothes washer with your towels. Many of these come with a little fabric bag to wash them in, so it keeps them from getting lost in the washer. These other ones, I bought all these on Amazon. This is the size that I prefer of this kind. As you can tell, this one is not floppy, it's more stiff. This one is very floppy. It is the kind that you use product with, so not sure why that's not wanting to focus. But you would put your eye makeup remover on here or your toner, and then there's also these smaller rounds. I think this might be a 2 or 3 inch, where the one with the green trim is a 4 inch. I think the one with the green trim might be bamboo. These will get stained. That, I think, is an example of stain, but who cares? It's your makeup. They are cheaper than continually buying cotton balls and pads. They are better for the environment, and it's just more convenient because you're not going to run out. You just wash them and you've got a ready supply. So they make great stocking stuffers and gifts. So I will put some links below. Another brand for this Blinka Basic kind is called Face Halo. So these are 2 options, and these all seem like they're gonna last for quite a while. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed, if you would, please do so below. And if you would give this video a thumbs up, I would sincerely appreciate it. Bye-bye.